Hello everyone, I'm Jim the IT guy. Welcome to my office in a wet and windy Cornwall. Today it's a video on home labs. Now, home labs are something that are becoming a bit more prominent in the sort of IT scene as a sort of home use for people who want to play and a poke and prod with some more enterprise related gear in their home to do things and run things like some virtual machines and some sort of Docker containers and all sorts of stuff like that. There's many different ways of doing it. There's no right way, there's no wrong way to run a home lab. A home lab can literally be the fact that you've got something set up and plugged into a network. Doesn't matter. But this is a quick rundown of my home lab. So this is just a quick look at me explaining why I run what I run for my home lab. Gearing it ready because I will be building Home Lab Mark II, which will enable me to poke and prod and play with even more fun stuff. So onwards. As I was saying, home labs can be made of many different parts to enable people to test, improve, play and work from home. They can include Raspberry Pis, Intel NUCs, just some older PCs, old laptops, even NAS boxes, and sometimes just a decent quality router at home can help with that. They've become a lot more popular with the availability of some of the enterprise grade servers that have dropped down in price massively over the last 6 or 7 years, and now no longer sound like jet engines running at idle. Dell 710s excluded from that. Going from the top, you've got a Netgear 48 port managed switch. Nice cost effective switch. This is then followed by a Barracuda spam firewall that suffered a hard disk and a fan failure. I've repurposed this. New fans, new hard disks, more memory, etc. Underneath that is a repurposed Sophos SG. This has been loaded with Sophos XG home again, and underneath that you've got my 2 NUC clusters. One running Hyper-V, one running vSphere, again for testing and demoing stuff. You can also see on the left a little blue box, which we'll go into in a second. Is a little firewall called Firewaller. Very good. And we'll have a little zoom in to the back of the NUCs, and you will see a light blinking at the top there. That is a little Raspberry Pi. Now you'll also see as we come along here the back of the NUCs. The top NUCs are running Hyper-V. The bottom ones are running vSphere 6.7 with vSAN. And then we move down into my Unify equipment. This is the 8-port PoE, a CloudKey Gen 2, and then a USG 3-port. And finally, the UPS, keeping everything powered. There's no hard and fast rules with home labs. You can make them as big or as little as you want. If anyone has any questions about why I use certain kit in mine, please do drop me a message. Always happy to answer. The aim is to use a home lab to experiment, to try things. They're always good fun. And there we go. That was my home lab. Hopefully it's given some of you some ideas on stuff to do with your home labs. Going forward, as I said, mine will be changing into I've got a new rack, which is currently sat down there, awaiting assembly. Just an open frame rack that's a bit longer and a bit bigger than my current one, with the aim to get hold of some older servers, sort of not too old, to slot into it, again just to poke and prod, and again just to run some general things that I will find useful because of what I do for work. The idea being, I was pondering whether to start firing up a few servers to host for gaming and so on and so forth, but there we go. So I hope it's been useful. If you've liked this video, please click the subscribe button and the like button. I am aiming to maybe crack eventually the 100 subscribers on that day. I have a plan. I'm going to give away a Ubiquity access point to the 100th, no, not to the 100th subscriber, but to one unlucky subscriber. So let's see how that goes. But until then, thank you for watching and goodbye.